medals. I didn't, and my men turned back, and as a result, thousands of good Union soldiers died. I've been called an unconditional surrender grant because in the battle of Fort Donelson, the Confederate generals asked for terms of surrender, and I said, no terms except unconditional and immediate surrender can be accepted. In 1869, I was called President Grant. I remember hearing that I had been elected the 18th president. I told my wife, well, Julia, I'm afraid I'm elected. The next thing I knew, my family and I were moving into the White House. I thought being a president was the same as being a general during the Civil War. Like choosing good men around you, like Cub Sherman, as you know, as William Tecumseh Sherman. He helped me during the Battle of Shiloh and Vicksburg, and was pushing through the Carolinas when I accepted the surrender of Robert E. Lee. I did choose some good opponents, like Hamilton Fish, my Secretary of State, and Parker, my Commissioner of Indian Affairs. You have heard that in my first and second term, there was a lot of scandals. You may have heard of the Black Friday scandal and the gold scandal. The gold scandal was when the people I chose around me bought gold from the banks and didn't leave much to the people. At the end, we sold $4 million in gold. But there were good things. The Transcontinental Railroad was completed. Yellowstone was made the first national park. I signed the 15th Amendment that gave the freemen, the former slaves, the right to vote. And then I signed the Force Act. In my first term, I sent troops down south to go protect the freemen, the former slaves, from the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan is a group of people who joined together to terrorize the freemen. That Ku Klux Klan, not Ku Klux Klan. They hung them, did bad things to them, and burned crosses. At the end of my second term, I said to the people who elected me, my failures have been errors of judgment, not of intent. At the end, my wife, Julia, my son Ulysses Jr., and I took a trip around the world. We visited Queen Victoria of England, von Bismarck of Prussia, as you know, as Germany, and the Emperor of Japan. Everywhere I went, everyone was clapping and shouting, but most of them wanted to hear my stories about the Civil War. When I came back, I could have gone for my third term, but James Garfield took the election. My son encouraged me to go to business deals. We tried it out, but it went bad, and we lost all our money. About the same time, I figured I had throat cancer, maybe from smoking those cigars during the Civil War, sometimes 20 cigars a day. I was worried I was going to die soon with nothing to support my family. And my dear friend, Mark Twain, said to me, Ulysses, why don't you write your memories of the Civil War? People love your stories of the Civil War, and I'll help you polish them for you. I've been running for 2 weeks now. I feel I'm getting weaker each day. But before I go back to writing my memoirs, is there any questions?